Hello, and welcome to the Uncensored Journey podcast, a raw, unfiltered guide to truths that matter. We are diving deep, getting real about what it takes to truly transform inside and out. Ready for truth? Ready for transformation? You're in the right spot. I'm Cyndee, and with me, as always, is Gabriela. Now, let's get uncensored. Hi, Gabriela.
Hi, Cyndee. Today, we're going to talk about therapeutic oils and all the kinds that we use. What are some of the health uses? What are some potential toxicity? Quality, talk about quality and how it's important. The sourcing is important, and the method of processing and purity. And yeah, essential oils and therapeutic oils have such amazing qualities and properties, and both Cyndee and I are big fans of therapeutic oils. What's yours? What are your top five, Cyndee?
Gosh, top five. I don't even know how to answer that, but my whole family, extended family has been sick. So big one right now is oregano oil. And I actually make that myself because it's got a lot of therapeutic uses to it and helps fight infection and like fungus and stuff. And so you got like a congestion cold and it's in your chest, it helps bring that out. So that's been my big one right now is I feel like the oregano oil dealer in my family right now. Everybody keeps calling for a refill. But besides that, I really love rose oil. I use magnesium oil every day. That's something that I always use. Tea tree oil is something I love. Lavender oil is something I love. Rose hips oil I use on my face. Coconut oil I use to take off my makeup. Like all these wonderful therapeutic oils that I use instead of chemical everyday things. I don't know. I can't. Top five is not a possibility. Do you have a top five?
Yeah, and I'll share them in a minute, but tell me, how do you use oregano oil to clear up infections? Like practically, what do you do with it?
Drink it. So I use organic cold pressed extra virgin olive oil as my base. I infuse the oregano leaves in there for 6 weeks and then we drain them up and then it works for a lot of stuff. Um, it does a lot of things. It like fights bacteria. It fights in like small intestine bacteria, it fights fungal infections. It helps provide antioxidants. It reduces inflammation. Helps heal wounds. So like I'll dilute it a little bit and stick it over like a cut or something, and it will help seal that faster or heal that faster, but helps repel insects. So I'll sometimes put it externally on me when I go outside if I don't have any of my natural bug spray that I also make. I think it also, in my head, it's a little bit of a pain reliever. I've also read that it can aid in weight loss and also can help fight cancer, but I don't know about that. And I'm not a medical person, so I'm not going to speak on those things, but it definitely, all the other benefits I could definitely see those things, it working for those things as well. So
That's amazing. So you make it yourself and then you use olive oil to do what with it, to dilute it?
no, so I actually grow my own oregano. So I grow oregano. I take a whole so I know it's like organic and natural. I dry it and then I just stick it in a bottle. I use just a half a gallon mason jar and fill it about halfway with the oregano leaves, the smushed up oregano leaves, and then I fill the rest of it with olive oil. So olive oil is the carrier oil. So when I dilute it, I just use a little bit. I just cut it with some water or I'm not even sometimes I don't most of the time I don't even cut it. I'll just put it straight on because it's already has the carrier oil of the olive oil. But so like after soaking the oregano leaves soak in the olive oil for 6 weeks, I just drain it and then it becomes this like pretty green color. And then I take it with a tincture or use it as a topical or yeah, it's quite an amazing thing.
Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, Cyndee loves to do everything at home, and I wish that I would have the time to do everything at home. It's a choice. And I could tell you more about how to make sure that you're getting the right kind of oils, but it's really cool that you get to tell me how to make it. which is
I'd
awesome.
like to know the reason I started making it is because it was hard to find quality oils that you knew everything that was in them. So I would love to hear more about time savers and where to find and how to tell which oils are good or bad.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go back to my favorite oils.
Oh,
So
yes, please.
castor oil, I love it. I had no idea how amazing it was until my mom told me about it. My mom is my expert on all things health-wise, because she spends a lot of time and dedicates a lot of time in learning about those things.
And she's a
And yes, she is. So yeah, I use castor oil as a moisturizer. I use it to help detoxify. So you could do castor oil packs and put on your liver. You could use it even to put on your eyelids before you go to bed. Just put like a little bit and rub it in, and that also acts as a detoxifier. You could use it for on your hair, skin. I usually mix almond oil with castor oil and then rosehip oil, and then I use it on my body instead of lotion, and that works really well too. I love tea tree oil, of course. It's anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, antifungal. It's great for minor cuts, and even if you have a pimple come up or some sort of an infection, if you put a little bit on, it goes a long way, and it's awesome. I love rose oil too. What were you gonna say?
tea tree oil is good for UTIs too. You just stick a little in that area and it heals them up.
Really? Wait, without diluting it though?
Yep.
Oh God, that yeah.
Things, but it works.
Okay. I love rose oil. Rose oil just smells so good, and it just has that high energy that you can't find in a lot of products. So it's really good. I love coconut oil. What else? Yeah, of course, lavender is wonderful and magnificent. But yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. My mom uses castor oil. She rubs it on her belly to help with her gut issues, like her like healing her gut. So I guess it like seeps through. I'm not really sure how that works, but
Yeah, oh, thank you for reminding me. I also put in my belly button. It helps with sleep. It's supposed like it calms the nervous system, the parasympathetic system. And I sleep so much better when I use it. If you're a woman and you're on your period, do not use it. Do not use castor oil then. But once you're off your period, you could definitely use it outside of that. And as a reminder, we are not certified oil dealers. We're not professionals. These are just our experiences. So
absolutely. I try to say that. I try to say that too, because I'm definitely not an expert. I just,
we
yeah,
just love natural stuff.
dabble. Yeah. You got to find solutions that work for you, and it just happens to work for us. I love your oil list. I love rose oil too. I use it a lot for like intention setting. I use like rose and lavender oil a lot for intention setting. So rose oil for like self-love or like just love in general. And then the lavender also to set intentions of peace and relaxation. You'll find them often in my diffuser. And so but the rose does smell delicious.
Yes, it does. That sounds amazing. I love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What else do you do with essential oils and therapeutic oils?
I make moon water with them. I infuse them with crystals and essential oils. I have a giant container filled with I probably have 100 essential oils of different flavors and varieties, but I use them for everything for healing. I use them in my diffuser. I use them for on my body. I had some mark on my leg that wasn't going away, so my doctor was like frankincense oil. So I've learned that takes spots like dry skin and dark spots off of your skin, frankincense oil, which is interesting because that's like the oldest oil. Like it was like biblically talked about, right? Like people have been using it for a long time. So
Yeah.
that was awesome. I use no peppermint oil is good. You mentioned tea tree oil for like pimples and stuff, but peppermint oil also will help with that, and also cold sores. Peppermint oil, my people in my family get cold sores often, and peppermint oil helps that.
Peppermint oil diluted also helps to keep spiders at bay. So that's a
Awesome.
natural, gentle way to use it to deter them from coming.
Cinnamon essential oil will help keep ants out of your house too if you drizzle it along your door frames or window sills. These things are crazy awesome. There's so many amazing things. But let's see. Essential oils, health, diffuser, my intention, moon intention waters. I don't know. I feel like they're just such a big part of my life. Sometimes I just will roll it on my wrist and be like, and just smell throughout the day to make me happy. I have those little rollers that I'll sometimes put them in and roll them. The crystal shop that I go to, she has all of her essential oils imported from Peru, or sorry, not Peru, Ecuador. They're really high quality, amazing oils. And so I have a bunch of like rollers and concoctions that she's made throughout the years. Some really, my favorite one is, she calls it like mystical, and it smells so good. I don't even care what's in it. It just makes me happy. How about you? How do you use, I know we talked about topical, and do you use it for other things?
Yeah, I used to use them raw as well, but there's this amazing oil that I got somewhere in LA, and now I can't find the store, and I'm sad. So I'm like preserving it. I'm like, one day I will find something similar and then I could use it all. But yeah, no, topical. Coconut oil it's a great lubricant for your sexy times too. So I use that. Trader Joe's coconut oil. It's
Cold
lovely.
pressed.
Yes, yes. Because quite frankly, all the lubricants and the contraceptives out there, they have so many chemicals, and they're so bad for the women's reproductive system. And using natural products, or just extend the foreplay and let nature take its course, it's much better than putting all those toxins on you and in you.
I agree. And also, no amount of peeing will get rid of all the crap that's in commercial lubricants.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been really into magnesium oil. Like I spray it on the bottom of my feet every night now and rub it in. I feel like it's helping me sleep. It's also been helping me. I'm with my recovering from the gym faster. So as I keep telling people, I compete in powerlifting. So I have crazy workout schedules, and the magnesium oil has been helping with keeping sore muscles, or like at least healing them faster. I don't know. I think it works, but
Do you spray it like all over your body, or just like where do you spray it? Just on your feet?
I spray it on my feet, and I feel like that gets the best absorption because it like goes through my feet, through my whole body. It just really is awesome stuff. But it does so many other things. Magnesium oil is good for so many other things. I feel like it helps me get a good night's sleep, so then it helps boost my energy. It also can like calms nerves and anxieties. I really use it for myself, for mostly for the energy and muscle aches. Also helps with cramping. So I rarely have period cramps, but when I do, I use magnesium oil. I just rub it like around my tummy area, and it helps with that. I feel like it just helps like my muscles relax. I don't
That's
know.
all. Yeah, I've never experienced it. Now I'm curious. I want to work with it.
And there's because it's like trendy on TikTok now, there's so many out there that you gotta really read the labels and find out what's like an actual decent one to use. I do have one that I like that I've been using for before it was trendy on TikTok. I'm confident in this one and it works for me, but I feel like anytime something becomes a trend on TikTok, it fucks it up for everybody, all the other brands that have been out forever that are amazing. And then you get all these like poser ones that suck.
Yes, no, absolutely. I agree. You gotta do your due diligence and research. Yeah, so when it comes to, I think it's a good segue into quality matters, and making sure that the business you're buying it from, they're ethical, they're doing organic farming. Also, make sure that it's third-party certified or third-party tested, because just like with vitamins and supplements, they're not really regulated. And FDA rules and regulations are so lax that they're almost inexistent. So making sure that these have been tested, because then you may have the opposite desired effect. Like instead of getting the the positive benefits or like the therapeutic benefits, you're going to get toxicity and of something that you don't even know what you're putting on your body or in your body. So make sure that you do your research, what company you're going with.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And there's just with oils in general, but like specifically essential oils, there's a lot of companies out there that do like the oil of the month, or they send you oils every week or whatever, every like a box of them every month. I don't know. Sometimes those companies too, like the essential oils, aren't that great quality. However, I feel like if you use a carrier oil with them to dilute them a little bit, they still have some healing properties even with a cheaper oil, but definitely go for a good quality oil, like with all of the parameters that you mentioned. Yeah. I guess like a carrier oil is like a jojoba oil or vitamin E oil or avocado oil or coconut oil or olive oil or something like along those lines that you mix the essential oil, because essential oils are, when they're made, it's like such a high concentrate that it's super therapeutic, but it's not. There's some gosh, I can't remember. The essential oils are made with, there was a statistics, it's 250 pounds of lavender makes 1 pound of lavender oil. And it takes 5,000 pounds of rose petal to make 1 pound of rose essential oil. So they're super, super concentrated. Just if you like, so a carrier oil is sometimes recommended when using it on your, directly on your skin. And so that's what we're meaning by all of that. I was also going to talk a little bit about, I wanted to talk a little bit about lemon oil, because I think lemon oil sometimes gets a bad rap, but it smells delicious. It also, I think it helps with a lot of reduced anxiety, and I think that it also helps like with you like being happy. I make a moon water, an intention moon water, and it has lemon in it. It's a happiness, like the intention is happiness, and because it combats depression and anxiety and stuff. And my sister, when her husband starts to get grumpy, she just sprays it behind him on the couch, and then his mood changes. I don't know if it's coincidence or but I'm thinking that the lemon oil is the culprit, and it's just working. But also, it also helps with killing bacterias and stuff. And essential oils also have been, or the lemon essential oil has also been known to help with the like cognitive function of people, especially like they've been researching with Alzheimer's and stuff. It's been helping with cognitive function for in Alzheimer's patients. So it's been awesome to see those kinds of things in terms of science-based health related things with such a old concept as an essential oil, right?
I love lemon in all its forms. It really is a pick me up of an oil. So good.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I don't know. I just love them. I just love it. Sometimes when I need to feel happy, I'll put lemon or orange or some sort of citrus in my diffuser. I don't know what it is about citrus that makes people so happy. Maybe because I don't know. Citrus is happy. I don't know. Why? Yeah, who cares? What else do you use any kind of oils for?
That's it for me.
I use some other oils in, so I make hand sanitizer, and my hand sanitizer I put tea tree oil because it helps kill bacteria. And I also put vitamin E oil because it also helps not only with it helps with the bacteria process too, but it also keeps your hand nice and soft when you're spraying it instead of all the chemicals. So I use it a lot for that. I use some essential oils I use citronella and lavender essential oils in my bug spray that I use so that I can make sure that to help keep bugs off of me and away. It's also, if I'm making it, it's safe for my clothes and my hair. So I'm not worried about like chemicals and stuff. Cause like that bug off stuff or the whatever the bug spray is, like it literally cleans your headlights. It takes that white film off of your headlights. So I was like, why am I putting this near my body if it's like literally taking off scum that water and soap won't take off? Trying to find different solutions for that. I make my own, I grow my own citronella. And so just having the plants by the doors, the oils from the plants help with keeping mosquitoes out of the house, which has been really nice too.
That's cool. That's a cool trick. I love it.
Yeah, there's also rosemary oil too. I don't know if you use rosemary oil, but I've heard, I've never been pregnant, but I've heard that it's not, it's a thing for, it will help reduce pain and stress in your pregnancy. I also heard that it also helps with brain function. And so it's something that I've been exploring a little bit because I've got a lot going on and my brain is going in 8 million directions. So I'm experimenting a little bit with rosemary essential oils right now to try to see if if it will help me like focus. What is that ADD medicine? Ritalin. I'm hoping it's going to be like natural Ritalin, like that helps keep you
So crystal meth, legal crystal meth.
legal
That's
crystal
great.
meth. Yes. Yeah. But I'm hoping that might help me there too. But yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely the healthier option version. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree with you 100%. I wish I had like my box of essential oils. I could just go down the list and be like, I use this for this. I use this for this. I use this for this. But we'll be here all day for that. Do you have any last minute, any things you want to add in oil topics?
Just a few key tips when it comes to buying it. Just make sure that you're choosing it from a reputable supplier. Make sure you go organic whenever possible. Know the extraction method and opt for cold press or steam distillation. Check for purity, so for testing or certifications that guarantee the purity and safety of the oils. And of course, store properly. Read the instructions and make sure you're storing it at the right temperature and away from light. Usually most oils are place it in a dark space or at least have it put away and not exposed to light.
Yeah, and I just want to bring up one last thing. Sorry, that on that topic of storing properly is that essential oils is a natural product, right? Like it's made from natural ingredients. So with that said, it can go bad. So it doesn't have a forever shelf life. Make sure I've had some that's gone rancid and I opened it up and I always make sure I smell them and check them before I use them because I've been collecting them for years. You don't want to put that on your skin or anywhere near you. Really in your nose. Sometimes they smell really bad once they go bad. But yeah,
I can imagine.
I appreciate all of that information that you gave us on finding essential oils. It was definitely helpful for me. Hopefully other people found it helpful as well. And with that said, thank you so much for joining us this week. Please subscribe on all platforms. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Uncensored Journey. You can find me at The Worth Warrior. And you can find Gabriela at Phoenix Medicine. Until next week, see you later. Bye.